Hi, this is John from Japanese Knife Imports, and today we are going to talk about the magic of Sharpies. This might be the single most important thing that I can teach you as you go on your sharpening journey. When you use Sharpie during your sharpening process, what you're going to do is you're going to color in the edge and a little bit of the area behind it. And this will allow you to see 6 of the 7 mistakes that you can make when you are sharpening double bevel knives. They are angle too high, angle too low, not rotating enough, rotating too much, not lifting up enough, and lifting up too much. And for what it's worth, the 7th mistake is one you can actually feel, and that's inconsistent or uneven burr formation. So let's go through the process of coloring in our knife with Sharpie, and we'll go through each one of these mistakes so you can see what they look like. When you color in your knife, make sure that you color in not just the edge, but some of the area right behind it, so you get a good amount of Sharpie right on the edge. Make sure to let your Sharpie dry before you start your sharpening process. Sometimes it helps to wave it around for a couple of seconds. Don't color in both sides, just color in one side at a time. The first mistake that you're going to see is angle too high. That means the spine of the knife is too high relative to the stone. When you see this, you'll see Sharpie removed at the very edge of the bevel, but not for the entire bevel. The long-term effect of this is that your edge becomes thicker much more quickly because you're sharpening at a less acute angle. To fix this mistake, sharpen at a slightly lower angle. The next mistake you'll see is angle too low. And when you see this, the edge of the knife will stay black, but the area behind it will become shiny. This is actually what you're looking for when you thin your knife, and the net effect of this is that your knife will not become sharper, but it will become thinner behind the edge. So when you see this mistake, raise the spine up a little bit and sharpen at a slightly less acute angle. Next up is under rotation at the tip. Tip adjustments always involve lifting up and rotating back towards the spine. When you see this mistake, you've lifted up enough, but you haven't rotated towards the spine. The bevel will become smaller as you go towards the tip of the knife, and the net effect of this is a bird's beak tip in the long term. So when you see this mistake, rotate a little bit more. Rotating too much looks like this. You can see the bevel becomes much larger as you go towards the tip of the knife, and the net effect of this in the long run is going to be a lot more belly at the tip of your knife. So when you see this mistake, rotate a little bit less. Not lifting up enough leaves the tip of your knife dark, and the area behind it looks like you've just lowered the angle as you come up towards the tip. This also creates a frown in the edge. It just happens a little bit further back from the tip. So when you see this mistake, make sure you're lifting up a little bit more. Lifting up too much is a little bit harder to see because you remove all of the Sharpie, but what you will see is that the plane of the bevel is not going to look flat all the way through as you come up to the tip. The tip will look like it's a little bit rounded over, and in some extreme cases you can actually see the tip bent over to the side. In this case, we deal with it in the same way that we would a broken tip. We repair the knife from the spine, recreating a sharp, pointy tip. So when you see this mistake consistently, make sure that you are lifting up a little bit less as you go. This will destroy the tips of your knives in the long run, so make sure you're really on top of this one. And when you've done your sharpening correctly, what you'll see is that the Sharpie gets removed evenly and consistently from heel to tip all the way through your sharpening process. And that's what you're looking for. So make sure that you use Sharpie frequently. Dry it off, color it in, and reapply this regularly so you can see what's going on through your sharpening process. Hope this helps you out.